A little girl fell into a deep well in a village full of lonely bachelors. When they finally pulled her out, she started screaming there were tons of pretty ladies living down there. At first nobody bought it, until one day a single guy accidentally dropped a chicken into the well, and the next second, a gorgeous soft-spoken woman actually crawled out of it. The guy didn't say a word. He just threw her over his shoulder and took her home to be his wife. Word spread like wildfire through the village, so all the single men started copying him, rushing to toss livestock down the well. And sure enough, every animal turned into a woman. And the more valuable the animal, the more beautiful the woman who came out. They couldn't talk, but everything else a woman has, they had it all. Cooking, cleaning, they were pros. Watching all the bachelors in town get wives, a young guy was burning with jealousy, so he planned to take the family piglet to trade for a wife. But his dad stopped him, because the well goddess had made it clear, only full-grown animals could be traded for a wife. His little sister saw how desperate he was to get married, so she caught a full-grown rat, and told him to go trade it at the well. The guy looked totally disgusted, but his sister told him to just give it a shot. Something is better than nothing, right? She even promised that once the family was doing better, they would trade for a prettier wife for him. Out of options, the guy had to take the rat, and beg the well goddess to grant his wish. But when the well goddess saw it was a rat, she flat out refused. But the guy wasn't trying to hear any of that. While she was distracted, he straight up chucked the rat down the well. The well goddess was furious, but there was nothing she could do. She just told him not to regret it. What's there to regret? As long as it's a woman, I'm totally happy with that. So the well goddess started shaking her bell. Seeing the white smoke rising from the well, the guy was over the moon. Just as he was fully expecting a gorgeous woman to appear, he saw the hand reaching out was old and rough, and then out crawled an old lady with a head full of white hair. The guy was completely freaked out, so he dumped all the blame on his little sister. If it wasn't for her stupid idea, why would he have thrown a rat in there? Bound by the well rules, the poor guy had no choice but to take the old woman home. But on the way, he ran into his biggest rival in the village. The guy saw him bringing home an old lady, and started roasting him hard. He said even if you caught some random bugs or critters, you'd get a better woman than that. He even pushed him to just throw his own sister in the well, then he'd get the perfect wife he wanted. After hearing all that, the guy actually started having dark thoughts about his sister. The next day the guys who got pretty wives threw a huge banquet. At the feast, everyone in the village was making fun of him, saying he managed to get a wife even with just a rat, and they gave him a twisted idea, telling him to wrap a dog's skin around some straw to trick the goddess, and get a new wife. Seeing the beautiful wives other men had gotten, and then looking at the old hag next to him, a wicked idea suddenly popped into his head. Back at home, he found out his dad was planning to sell his sister to a local thug, and wanted him to deliver her. Little did his dad know this was exactly what the guy wanted. Like, comment, and follow to unlock the rest of the story.